Social Security just released $900 million in underpayments. I'll let you know who's getting those payments, plus an important announcement from the SSA. And take a look at this separate thing here. Social Security just announced a change for millions of beneficiaries and why this latest change is terribly important for millions. I'll let you know what's going on with that. And with President Biden dropping out of the presidential race, VP Harris stepping in, what's most important is where does she stand on Social Security? I'll let you know what she said about Social Security and what she will do for Social Security and give you some other important updates as well. Before I dive into the main content, if you appreciate these Social Security updates, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more Social Security updates. So why Social Security's latest change is terribly important for millions? Take a look at this one here. Social Security just announced change for millions of beneficiaries. So what's going on with this change? We'll go over this and we'll go into the other topics after. So millions of Social Security recipients will soon need to switch to a new login portal in order to continue accessing their online account information. The SSA said this week that users who created an online My Social Security account before September 18th, 2021 will have to transition to a login.gov account to access online services, and all users will need to have either a login.gov or ID.me account to access their Social Security account and other online services, and more than 5 million account holders have already made the transition to two-step authentication and do not need to make a new account. There are still 46 million users that need to transition. So I'll probably do some other important reminders of this if you want to get to this later on in other future updates. But that's that. Let's talk about this. This is pretty big here. So President Biden dropping out of the race. What does this mean? This is pretty big news. So I'm really curious. What are your thoughts on President Biden dropping out and not being in the race anymore? So it looks like Vice President Harris stepping up. What's most important is what is she going to do for the American people when it comes to Social Security? But really quick, Social Security releases $900 million in underpayments. So the Social Security Administration has released more than $900 million in money owed to disability beneficiaries. According to a blog post published by the government, it released $901 million in money owed to SSI recipients as of June 2024, and SSI is a benefit for those aged 65 or older or with qualifying disability who are blind and have very low to no income. So underpayments are when a recipient's benefits are calculated incorrectly, resulting in them receiving less money than they are actually owed. The agency said the figure includes 209 million of our most complex and long-standing underpayments owed to roughly 81,000 people. So looks like it's actually more than 91 million, 209 million. So what they said here is we are committed to finding solutions and challenges, solutions to challenges such as peer review and installment and dedicated account processes that have hindered timely payments. So more on this and SSI, take a listen to the Commissioner of Social Security Administration, Martin O'Malley, and then we'll get into what Vice President Harris is going to do for Social Security for you.
Hello, I'm Martin O'Malley, Commissioner of the Social Security Administration, and I'm glad to be able to share with you a little bit of news about SSA's progress in better serving the American public. There are roughly 7.5 million people today who benefit from the Supplemental Security Income Program. These are our neighbors with disabilities or very limited income and resources who receive supplemental security income payments. And what's more, this program also serves nearly 1 million children. We're making some real positive strides with improving this complex program, including processing underpayments in a more timely way, even as we work with fewer staff than we've had in 25 years. Now, most underpayments are the result of something positive, a claim, an appeal, a waiver request that was approved. Or we discover during a routine SSI review that a person is eligible for additional money from months in the past. But the problem is when there are delays or obstacles with getting those payments to the person who's in need long after we identified that there was a problem and that they were underpaid. Obstacles like peer reviews, installment payments, and dedicated accounts, all of which can be time-consuming workloads. So we've been hard at work to find the solutions. In March of 2024, we updated the SSI underpayment threshold, which had been $5,000, and we updated it and raised it to $15,000. That was a threshold that hadn't been raised since 1992. Now, what does that mean for a person who is owed an underpayment? It means instead of that peer review, which could take 170 days, we are greatly reducing that time in order to get money that's intended for the recipient into that recipient's hands as quickly as we possibly can. As of June, the SSI program has now released $901 million of underpayments, and of that amount, about $200 million went to 81,000 people who were waiting the longest and were our highest priority underpayment cases. This isn't just about the numbers. It's about people. In fact, everything we do is about people. Nearly 1/3 of the people who receive SSI are age 65 and older. Over 55% of the people who receive SSI have no other income besides their SSI payment. And most of the people were eligible on the basis of blindness or a disability. By addressing underpayments, we are improving the way we serve the American people, who are the people that actually created Social Security and fund Social Security and make Social Security a reality every single day. What better way to celebrate SSI's 50th anniversary? Of the people, by the people, for the people. Social Security, stronger together, putting people first every step of the way. Thanks a lot.
So I will say, although the SSA is making a bunch of mistakes, it seems like Martin O'Malley is doing a good job of facing the public, correcting these mistakes, making announcements. I don't even know who the last commissioner or when the last commissioner made any type of announcements like this. So although there were underpayments, they're fixing it. Looks like they are trying to correct things to make it better. What are your thoughts on that? All right, let's get into this. This is pretty important. So what Kamala Harris has said about Social Security and what this means for your Social Security if she becomes president. I'm going to be honest, I don't see Kamala Harris becoming the main candidate. I'm actually really surprised by that. I think she may be just there temporarily, and then they might have someone else come in. What are your thoughts on this? Do you think she is actually going to stay in the presidential race, or are the Democrats going to bring in someone else? Let me know your thoughts, and are you a fan of VP Harris? Let me know down in the comments below. So now that President Joe Biden has announced he will not seek a second term, pressure from the Democrats, and all eyes are on Vice President Kamala Harris as she announces her intention to run for the White House this November. So really important, but most importantly, what has Harris said about Social Security? So I'll go over a few quotes, tweets, and other things like that. So looks like mainly she's adopting what President Biden has said he was going to do about Social Security, even though he didn't do a single thing, made some big, bold promises for his campaign, but didn't do anything for Social Security during his presidency. In a previous fact sheet by the White House, the administration said it opposed any proposal to cut benefits as well as proposals to privatize Social Security, something Harris is likely to stick with. Also, we got here the Biden-Harris administration said it would increase SSA's funding by 9% from the 2023 enacted level, with aim of improving customer service at the Social Security Administration's field offices, state disability determination services, and teleservice centers for retirees and for individuals with disabilities and their families. So she's kind of just adopting what President Biden is doing. But Kamala Harris did put out a tweet saying, President Biden, Joe Biden, and I will protect Social Security. Donald Trump will not. Whoops. Donald Trump will not. The contrast is clear. So she's mainly following what President Biden has said about Social Security, not really taking her own lead. Another thing that was said here by Harris. Last night, we heard claims that Donald Trump is fighting for our seniors. How can you claim to fight for seniors when you intend to cut Social Security and Medicare, which is a lifeline for so many of our seniors? So, the cutting, we haven't really seen any proof of that. It's more just rumors. We haven't seen anything from former President Trump or the Republicans. There have been clips in the past, but not of recent, of saying that they're going to cut Social Security. So mainly, I would say VP Harris's stance on Social Security, kind of adopting President Biden's 4-point plan on Social Security, as well as blaming the other party, saying that they're going to cut it and that the Democrats won't cut it. But there's really no cutting going on. So there's no bills put forth saying that there's going to be cut to Social Security. So that's where VP Harris stands. And those are the updates for today. And that's all the news that I have for you today. To hopefully cheer you up a bit, here's my daughter Bella's tip of the day.
Hi guys, this is Bella. This is the tip of the day. I'm going to tell something what you should do. Don't let anybody tell you different. You are beautiful. You are full with excitement. You are great the way you are. Don't let anybody tell you any different. You are great the way you are. You are full with excitement, and you are great just the way you are within person. Bye. That's all I wanted to say for you. And be yourself. Bye.
The Social Security Administration has removed 100,000 recipients from Social Security, and a weird story attached to that. You're not going to want to miss this video over here, so click that video now and you'll learn more about that, and I'll see you in that video. Take care, be safe, thank you for watching.